What is going on, Internet? Eric Bandholz here, back again with another amazing episode from Beardbrand Alliance. Hope all is going well on the other side of the Internet. Today, I got a special treat for y'all little customers out there. We got a new beard oil coming out for Black Friday. All right, so beard oil, man. We sell a lot of beard oil, and for those who are relatively new to the Beard brand experience, we've been around since 2012, started selling our products 2013. We started with our silver line, Tree Ranger Spice Citrus Tea Tree. Then we came out with Four Vices and Blank Slate. Four Vices was our first gold line, and Blank Slate was our first white line product. We continued on. We ended up doing Lumberyard with our white line, and Urban Garden, which some of you guys may have never heard of, which eventually got replaced by Stone Mason. And the white line, of course, is available in Target. After we launched on the gold line, Four Vices, we ended up doing Temple Smoke. And then most recently, we did, our most recent new fragrance is Stone Mason. But before that, in the gold line, we did Old Money. Now, we've done one limited edition beard oil in the past, and that was a collaboration with Tobias Van Schneider, a designer up in New York. He used to work for Spotify. He's now got a couple projects now, Carbon Made, My Mind, and then Simplice. So he's a web guy, beautiful designer, incredible beard. You should follow Tobias Van Schneider if you're not already, if you like design, that kind of stuff. We did with him a product called Black Marble. He came in, it was his inspiration for the fragrance, for what it was going to be. And because it was limited edition, we went with the black line. So for Black Friday, we got a new black line product. So any guesses? Black? Black's got to be in the name. What is it? Black. Black what? Well, a couple things. We're doing things a little bit differently than we did Black Marble. We're still limited edition, but we're going to be a little more aggressive with the price. It's not going to be way out of the park. We're sticking with our packaging that we currently have. So we didn't do a new bottle. We didn't do custom box, anything like that. So we've been able to keep the cost down a little bit. And well, here it is. Why don't I just show you? Can y'all even see that? Ooh, yeah, black on black. Yeah. Get that back in here, turn it all the way around. So I'm sure you're wondering, all right, that's cool. Well, tell me more about it. Tell me more about it, Eric. Well, here's a little bit more about it. So the formulation is just like all of our other formulations, white line, silver line, gold line. They all have the same base formulation. Our base formulation, again, I'm biased, I think is the best you can ever get. Leaves your beard lightweight, not going to weigh down your beard, not going to make it greasy. And then it lasts all day long. You can wear it all day long, 24 hours. Still super soft, super natural. Best base formulation anywhere on the planet. We improved it earlier this year in March, and we're going to keep that rolling. Let me tell you the story of how I came up with the fragrance for Black Sales. So what do we got here? This is actually my little prototype that we made here in-house, and it smells good. You can see it's like super dark. This is the fragrance in there. And what I wanted to do was a nautical fragrance. We haven't done a nautical fragrance before. And I was just thinking about, like, I didn't want to do like a bay rum or like some kind of like salt air. Like I want the ocean experience that I got as a kid. See, I grew up in South Carolina. We used to go down to Charleston all the time. I remember going to Fort Moultrie, Fort Sumter. I remember going to the Barrier Islands, going into the marshes. And here's the thing, like when the tide goes out and you're walking in the marshes and like you can see all the like oyster shells and like there's this really kind of like, I'm not going to say like unpleasant fragrance, but there's this like very notable like oceanic fragrance. And I wanted to get a little bit of that. And then I started thinking about like my time in Charleston and what Charleston's known for and the history of Charleston. And I wanted like that experience of someone who's sailing with black sails. And what is that person doing? We're going to transport you guys back into time with this one. So they're like mudding through the marshes. They're getting on the boat. They're loading up on the boat. What do they need on that boat? They need a little bit of citrus. They want to be fighting that scurvy, you know? Need a little bit of citrus on there. You got that little bit of that seaweed from the shore. You got a little bit of that, like, you know, coastal, like Spanish moss, oak moss kind of tree resin smell that you're getting when you get onto the boat. And then when you get on the boat, you know, like that, like oceanic and kind of like, you know what these guys are bringing on boats? Bourbon. These are fancy pirates. That's what I'm talking about. They ain't bringing no like rum on here. They're bringing some good American bourbon up on there. So we get a little bit of that bourbon nose. And then when they're out in the ocean, what do they find? You know what they find? Some ambergris. You know what ambergris is? Ambergris is like the most amazing. Well, it's a pretty interesting ingredient. So ambergris is essentially like these sperm whales are eating giant squids all day long. Tastes good. But these squids, they're super soft all across the board except for their beak. And that beak will like tear up their intestines. So what their bodies do is they coat that beak up in like whale mucus or whatever. And then somehow that whale mucus gets out of the whale. Usually like vomiting, but sometimes it goes, you know, out the other hole. And then it floats to the surface and it'll sit on the ocean for a while. And then a pirate will come by, pick it up, and if for whatever reason, it just smells amazing. It has this like animalistic, musky kind of fragrance. Well, the good news is, a couple of good news. One, it's a banned ingredient, so nobody's going around killing whales to get this ingredient, at least here in America. And then two, they've been able to find the notes that make it smell the way it is, and it comes from a plant, clary sage. So you're able to synthesize it naturally, smells amazing, and that's what we got in here. So black sails is this like really raw, like I don't know, like you're going to get hit with that seaweed first. Like it's a very nautical fragrance. And then like as that seaweed just kind of like goes on its way, then it gets like this kind of like ambergris, mellow, really interesting type of fragrance. So if you're a person who likes old money, there's a lot of similarities with the composition of how we made black sails with old money. You're probably going to like this, especially if you like kind of seaweed, outdoors, organic kind of fragrances. And if you're not willing to take a little risk. So if you're a low risk guy, you want something safe, you want something that you can wear anywhere, you want something that's lovely, then don't get this. Just save your money, don't get it. But if you're willing to go bold, if you're willing to have a little bit of like, you know, like sport in your life, the black sail is going to be for you. Now, this is the most important part of the video. It's coming out Black Friday, but we only produced enough of these for 1% of our customers. So these are for the people who are super loyal, and we're going to be releasing it in the morning on Black Friday. Check your email, your newsletter subscriptions. If you're in the Alliance, you get an hour ahead to pick this up. And we're going to limit the amount of these that you can buy because we suspect that they're going to go so quickly. So, yeah. First new fragrance in a long time. It's a good one. Black sails. Hope you guys are doing well. Cheers. Keep on growing. Whoever knew sweat could smell so good? I did, because I've been using Beardbrand's new deodorant. Grab it at beardbrand.com.